All right, we're here. We're live. It's Ichi Go, the Strawberry Brothers channel. We had a pretty intensive rainy day yesterday out here in California, so I do have some shots. That's right. I was going to do a roll call for everybody live, but the cats heard my voice and they came a running. So I'm really hoping that we have an opportunity to go out hiking today. But I know in California today, the chance of storms is still a potential. So yeah, this is Ichi, and this is Go. They're the stars of the show. We're a new channel, but to be able to teach you guys how I live with these two cats in just one room. For me, it's been quite a process because honestly, it's their show. Okay, I just live in their world. I'm just a part of their world. And of course, I've always been a cat lover, but learning how to live with cats and in that one room, the things we feed them, taking care of their needs to make sure we're just one big happy family. So, very excited. I know I'm just meeting a lot of you for the first time. The channel intends to carry content. Yeah, some of it is original song put to AI. Some of it is original song put to these live guys. But my intention, little spillage for Ghoster there. He certainly wasn't trying to do that. Um, but we're a young channel. Oh yeah, what I was saying is my idea is I want to take you guys where I take these guys because people are blown away by the fact that I don't need to put them on a leash when we go hiking. It's one of our favorite activities to do, and we haven't really been able to do that much recently, but hopefully with your support, giving a like, subscribing, all that helps, of course, to help keep this going so we can follow these beautiful cats in the real world all the time. If you guys have suggestions or where you'd like me to go with my cats, I do generally try to avoid where lots and lots of people are, but living out here in the Bay Area, Northern California, there's plenty of spots we can go where we have a little bit of privacy. I can bring me. You can call me Bagel, by the way. My real name's Evan, but everybody calls me Bagel. And on the Ichi and Go Strawberry Brothers channel, that's kind of my identity in this world. Again, I'm going to be bringing as much as I can. My intent is hopefully every day by 4:30. That'll be our go live time. But going live for the first morning check-in was pretty cool. Let's check out where these cats have always been going all this time. So they come back here into this little corner and Go discovers hole, and then there they go. They go off to the next little yard, and it's not ideal for me, but I do believe that the cats need to have their own ability to choose. I'm not trying to hold them hostage in my place, but I do find that they always come back. We are one happy family. We love each other. We enjoy our time together. They always come for their pets and their belly rubs, and just amazing the bond that you can share with creatures of another species. So, welcome to my world. Welcome to the Strawberry Brothers channel. Lots more to come. I do enjoy making the original song and bringing that type of content as well. We're not going to be able to go live all the time, but hey, this really is. It's a 24/7 go-to channel for Ichi and Go, the Strawberry Brothers. What I'm planning for the channel itself is a lot of playlists, but even more than playlists, podcasts where I'll show you all the features of, say, like a cat fountain or a cat tower, or what they like, what my cats like or what they don't like. If there's some products that I use, maybe I'll do a video on, like, I know it sounds pretty boring, but something like cat sand, like what's the best cat sands and why, and how important it is to take care of your cats and where they use the restroom, things like that. That type of stuff I could put more in a course. Of course, we're a young channel. This content is free. It does help the algorithm if you give a like. If you subscribe, please do it because you want to see more of these guys, not for any reason other than that. Of course, as a cat fan, I love all animals and pets. I have fish too, but there's nothing like these guys in my world. I've had plenty of cats before. You know, they do come and go. Sometimes it's been really hard to deal with. I've had ups and downs in my life, but one thing I find that is your love for your pets and your love for your animals, that's something that's going to remain constant. So give a like, subscribe. That'll keep me going, keep me inspired to follow these cats around. Basically, I'm your gateway into their world. This is Ghoster. Okay, yep. He's as far as like adventure goes, this guy is the curious one. When I met these cats, when I adopted them, they're both brothers. They were from the same litter. I was only intending to get one cat, and I went into met with the adoption person, and she had 3. And I've had orange tabbies before, but I never had one with the coloration of Ghoster. But Ichi was the first to walk to me, no fear, as a tiny little kitten. And I was a total stranger to them. He came to me first. So I knew Ichi was the explorer, the adventurer, the risk taker. Now, I think I've been with these guys for about 3.5, 4 years now. Ichi's never far, always by my side, trusted companion. Actually, oftentimes he comes and he tells on me, hey, Ghoster's in the other yard, or Ghoster went way too far, stuff like that. Go, on the other hand, he wants to do his own thing. He's never too far. You can see he's a little bit bigger. He's got big paws. He's really a big cat. He's very strong physically. His fur color is really just amazing. I mean, you gotta give him that. So of course I'd rather be providing this live content of these cats doing their thing. I know some of you don't have had cats in the past, but can't be with your cats now. Join this family. Why not? Like I said, I'm looking to take him somewhere every day. So maybe hour-long hikes, things like that. But sometimes life circumstances are going to dictate that I can't do that. For example, yes, the last couple of weeks we've been stuck in the backyard. I just launched this channel. I think it's maybe 21, 22, 23 days ago. And I'm learning too. So I am not here to promise and say, oh, I'm never going to make a mistake or this or that. Hey, it's a learning curve for all of us, but together as a family, we can learn and grow together, and that's really what I'm looking for. It's a great opportunity. I know if I haven't had cats, pretty much any cat stuff makes me, feel a little bit in my heart. Yeah, you're not looking at my face right now, but that doesn't mean this isn't a faceless video. I think I've said before on other posts, I'd rather this be about them, about the cats, not about me. But if you guys do want to see my face, no problem there. It's not like I'm wearing the greatest clothes right now, so I'm not like, hey, but the emperor wears no clothes. Look at this guy. I mean, they're just too cute. Why would you want to see me when you got these guys? So yeah, this was officially the Strawberry Brothers. Again, that's Ichi. And that's Go. And this is officially our first ever live stream. So if you're looking for more or you enjoy it, cats doing their thing, please give a like, please subscribe, and I can't wait to see you again soon. Thanks. Oh, well, it looks like we're back live. Like I said, I'm new at this too. So maybe you like seeing a YouTube creator fumble and make mistakes and not be perfect like all the other creators. It seems like that they never make mistake and everything goes viral for them. So I was trying to make a post. I thought I was done with these guys, and then the next thing I know, I'm looking at my phone and it says I'm live again. So we're back live here with the Strawberry Brothers. We're in the backyard of my place. We're not out on a hike. I'm hoping to, but you know, take a peek at the sky here right now. There's a chance, there's a potential. I did watch the weather. There is a low. Oh, there we go. Another mistake. It's telling me turn your phone, do this, do that. Yeah, as I've had to start this channel, I'm a 50-year-old man. I've had to like reteach myself technology and learn what thumbnails are and things like that. And I'm an artist. Um, Started many years ago as a macrame artist, selling my wares out on the streets of Telegraph Avenue in California. And then I went from macrame using hemp as a fiber to then doing wire wrap rings and things. So I've always been more on the side of I want to make something. And making something is the joy, but then, well, if I have 1,000 rings or I had 365 hemp necklaces, because I made a goal to make a hemp necklace, one for each day of the year, and then I reached my goal in about 5.5 months, and then I had all these necklaces I didn't know what to do with. That started my career owning and operating my own small business out on the streets of Berkeley, California. And that evolved into wire wrapping and making rings that way. But ultimately, and my point of this story is, once you do make all those things, what are you going to do with them? I mean, how do you support your time? How do you make that worthwhile rather than you're just creating and nothing happens with it? Well, kind of the same thing with the cats and the cat content. I really wish I just could show you the cats and not have to worry about how you get to see them. You just get to see them. But ultimately, it's only me on this channel working. So I'm doing the job of essentially like 5 different people that other channels they do when they're creating content. They have the person possibly who's on the video. Then they have an editor. They have a promoter. They have this. They have that. Well, I'm doing it all here. So what got me excited and coming towards YouTube, well, besides being passionate about my pets and my animals, and like I said, this is the channel where we're going to learn how does this 50-year-old guy living in a small room in Bay Area, Northern California, live with 2 cats in one room and get along and not go crazy. And the truth is, we have to adapt and love each other. Oh, I get it now. It says Orientation is locked. So once I'm locked into this screen, I can't go sideways. It's telling me orientation is locked. So I will figure that out and troubleshoot that a little later today. But now that we're back live, we might, whoop, little jump, little ghoster activity. Yeah, one thing I found that if you are going to stay in one room with these cats, and it's totally possible, what I found was I was taking care, cleaning up after them all the time. I do like living in a clean environment. So what happens when you're living with two cats inside? Well, the kitty litter tracks all over. Essentially, I was cleaning up after them, and I really did. I felt like, yeah, we're friends and we're buddies, but I did feel like a little subservient to the needs of the cats, right? Anything when the cats want to eat, that's my job, right? Otherwise, they'll scratch. They're when they're scratching furniture and things like that, and they're pretty smart, right? They know that you don't exactly like getting their furniture. Up, up, up. What do we got? What do we got? Something in the avocado tree. Got them interested. I mean, we do get a lot of squirrels in the backyard here. Some of you may be really attention to detail and notice, hey, what happened to Go's face? And I would say right around when I started this channel, he actually got in a cat fight with one of the cats that seemed feral and homeless, but honestly, oh, hey, here we go. Whoa. Ichi is not normally the climber, so I am, not that he can't climb, but normally he doesn't do stuff like this. So we got cats climbing in the backyard. This is cool for me. I've never seen Ichi in this tree before. Go ahead, Ichi. What you got, man? Show us what you got. He was like, yeah, maybe this wasn't the best idea. Now, this guy, on the other hand, we've been out hiking in the forest, and he's gone up so high in some of the redwood trees that we have out here in California. I mean, I was fearful. What if he fell? But he wasn't fearful at all. I think that's what I was talking about earlier about Ghoster. He's, there we go. There we go, Ichi. What? Something's in this avocado tree. I can't even see what they're going after. Back to Ghoster. So he's really strong. He's got huge paws. So that's an indication, like when I knew when he was a kitten, his paws were so big that he was going to be a big cat. And a lot of people are like, oh, you're Ghoster, he's a little fat. Yeah, I mean, it's a little joke. I mean, we joke around. Ghoster's a little bit big, but really he's just strong and big and kind of impressive when it comes to cats. So about 3 weeks ago, he was in a fight. There had been a cat. It had been kind of staying in my area outside. And not that I don't like cats, but this was a wild cat. I live in someone else's place. They're not down to have outside cat that's, we'll say, homeless, feral. It was really weird. It was a black cat. It was essentially living all over and see it roaming around, but it would come. Oh, Ichi's got a leaf in the pool. He's like, what is that? Now, Ichi's been in the pool before by accident. Yeah, one day I was still inside. The cats were outside. And Ichi basically came in soaking wet. So thank heavens cats can swim. So he was able to get out of the, I imagine he was in the pool because it wasn't a rainy situation at all. It wasn't raining out and he came in soaking wet. So he must have fell in the pool and he got himself out. So you can check some earlier videos where I mentioned Ichi likes to go swimming, and there's some footage of it. You know, Ichi likes to go in the pool, and so if you're wondering where that kind of came from, now we see, like, hey, Ichi likes chasing leaves. That much I knew. I just didn't know he's willing to dive in the pool to do it. And props to my homeowner, Salma. She keeps the pool immaculate. So it's even when it's not the time of the year to go swimming, it's still a pretty pool to look at. Let's see where Go wants to go now. Give this Go time. Now, yes, I have taught my cats how to go hiking, and they follow me, and it was very important that I showed them that, you know, I lead, they follow. But here and there, I let the cat, hey, Go, hey, Go, hey, Go. See, now he's like getting comfortable, and he's like, I think I want to go back to the other yard. And like I said, I'm not here to take away their freedoms. Okay, he goes off stream now, so that's not a good sign. It's like Iron Man just walked off the set, and now it's me and Ichi. Concerned, or I didn't know where Go went. I do what's called a roll call. I use a loud voice. I yell for really loud roll call, and essentially the cats know, hey, my human friend is looking for me. Oh, speaking of that, Goes back. So it's kind of what I was saying when we're out on the cat hikes. You can let them do their thing, right? You can let them. Oh, he doesn't even want me to. He's like, oh no, I'm back, but you can tell he's kind of in cat mode. So there's the right time and the wrong time to approach your animals. For the pets, I do like to greet when they're coming up and they're rubbing against you. They're like saying, hey, I'm here. Just acknowledge that you see him. Here's a good opportunity to kind of see where that cat got into a fight with Ghoster. You can see we had some wounds. Those are the other cat's teeth. So, funny story about that. I mean, Ichi and Go always, when they were kittens, they would play. It's kind of like two cats doing jujitsu together. They're amazing at the grappling and the fighting, and they have the claws, and they're fast, and they have sharp teeth. And when they play, they will bite and things when the play gets a little out of hand, and they, kind of yell or, hey, that hurts, and stuff like that when they're playing. But when the fight is real, it's a whole different story. And things happen fast. The cat that was showing up and then showing up at my window at like 3 in the morning and just sitting there because he kind of knew 3 in the morning, I'm not jumping out to say, hey, what are you doing here? Well, he was exciting my cats. Go would go to the window, and whatever they were communicating in the cat world, they absolutely positively were not getting along. But it's not like Go could break through the window. He probably could break through the screen if he wanted to, but he didn't. But he was definitely not vibing this other cat. And then recently I started letting them out on their own as an experiment. And I kind of needed to train them. So this last 3 weeks where we've been in the backyard a lot has a lot to do with that, because maybe not because of them, but maybe a fear of myself that I wasn't hide. And then you have to accept the fact that you might have to wait a bit of a time if your cats go hide out in the forest until they're ready and they think it's safe and ready to come back. Ooh, I almost just fell in the pool myself. So, yeah, so this other cat kind of hanging out in my neighborhood, and Ghoster went out, and before I could have known anything, I walked outside to do a little check, like, how my cat's doing, and there it was, the other cat. And Ghoster, like I said, has a lot of experience playing with this guy, and believe it or not, this is the physical, strong, big one. Well, this guy's super smart. I mean, super smart. He's got the technique, the fighting technique, the skill set. I kind of align it like, because I do, well, not recently, but in my Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu career, this guy, when you're facing someone who has a higher skill set than you, almost always they're going to beat you because they outthink you, they outsmart you. They don't necessarily, in Jiu-Jitsu, you don't have to be the strongest, right? You just got to be the smartest and have the best technique. Well, for some reason, this guy, great technique. He learned right away how to use his front legs and back legs. He used different positions. And him and Ghoster, when they were kittens, I mean, they play every day. As cats mature, they play less, right? They've already done the practice, kind of like us as adults. Like when we're kids, we're out there playing in the yard every day. And as we get older, it's less and less out in the yard. So I am 100% confident with my cat's abilities to be able to protect themselves. Uh-oh, where's he going this time? Don't know. Like I said, I don't know what's so cool about the other yard. I've even heard that there's a dog in the other yard. So what, what? Well, he probably heard something and he wants to go check it out. Like I said, Ichi, never far. Never far. But that doesn't mean he's not an explorer. When we go hiking in the wild, and you'll see this, Ichi's the leader, somewhat fearless. He'll stay right with me, but kind of like humans, he keeps his cool. He's very well composed. But if he does freak out, he freaks out.